Hi everybody and welcome to the Crafty Maven. Today I am doing a spotlight on something special, and here's the mood board, and I'm going to be using those black and white arrows. I'm doing a layout here, a traditional layout of my bullet journal, short, and we call it BUJO for short. So this is the spotlight that I am going to be highlighting today because this has changed my life. Actually, it has changed the way I organize now, as far as my to-do list and things like that, and as far as me being able to use it. Um, I'm looking for the word. What is the word? Being able to use it consistently. There it is, consistently. So I'll explain what I'm doing right now, and I'm trying to just pretty much get some squares going here for this layout today. I decided to go ahead and use these squares. I had a sketch based on this, but I just kind of didn't follow it. I'm still working on my software for that. I don't know what's going on with that. It's just acting up here lately. But anyway, so I decided to kind of remember some of the parts of the sketch and kind of go off the cuff and whatever the case may be, just so that I can get it together. But I'm highlighting this bullet journal. Now, on that bullet journal, what you see right there is a picture of a mood mandala. That has become a staple for the last 6 months, or 7 months, I should say, for me, because that is something that I pretty much at first I thought was like, oh, okay, no, I don't need to have a mood mandala. What do I need a mood mandala for? I know my moods. But then I tried it. And when I first did the mood mandala, I was disappointed. And I was disappointed in myself because the mood mandala, actually displays how many times you're either stressed, you're happy, you're sad, you're not feeling good. You could put it whatever you want. And I used those terms, and I found out when I first started using my mood mandala in my bullet journal, I wasn't as happy as I could have been. So I started to change that, and I realized that, wow, this really, really works. And so I've been using the mood mandala ever since I started it. And I really got that idea from Kara, and she from Boho Berry. If you ever go on her channel and you're ever interested in doing a bullet journal, she's excellent at getting you started. So, but that is what I'm highlighting today, and I'm also highlighting my bullet journal because it's the only system that I've been consistent with. I mean, I've had planners all my life, and I would miss a week or two, a whole week or two, a month, sometimes even, and even as far as sometimes 3 months. And then I didn't feel motivated to get back in there. So I decided to go ahead and give this bullet journal a try, because you can customize this so much that it's just unbelievable. And a lot of people do a lot of little specific drawings and things like that, and they do all that stuff, but I don't do a whole lot of that. But I use a compass to do this mood mandala, and it's just something that I'm just glad that I did, and I'm glad that I chose it. And I know some people are not artists. I'm not an artist. I am not a professional drawer. I don't do all of that, but I do doodle. So if you doodle, your doodles will be fine. If you don't do that and you don't want to do any of that, then a traditional planner will work for you. It, unfortunately, for eons, it feels like it didn't work for me. And I always thought there was something wrong with me, but it really wasn't. It just was the fact that the traditional planner for me was not working. It just wasn't working. Everything was so systematically straight. Everything had its own. Where here, the bullet journal, I can not only make my own and design my own pages, I can design my own collections, I can design my own calendar, I can do whatever I want in this thing. I could take a whole page and just do some doodles if I want to, and will never miss a beat or skip a beat and mess up my bullet journal. So that's one of the reasons why I'm highlighting this or spotlighting this, is because it is something that, like I said, once again, it changed my life. So in the collections I have different kinds of collections in this bullet journal. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and switch here and then talk about what I'm using on here. So I decided to use that little clipboard that says today to kind of mimics how I do some of my stuff in my bullet journal. And then I'm also looking for, I'm going to be using some other stuff here, and I have books, and more books up there because I have planners, and more planners, and I kept all my old planners, just to archive those. But I tell you, it's nothing like having a nice, smaller, without being heavy and bulky bullet journal to carry around in your purse. And this is the good thing I like about it, if it's in my purse. So I have a lot of pieces here that are kind of referring to what I do in my bullet journal. And you can see I draw little leaves and stuff like that, but not often. I doodle whatever I want. I put whatever I want. And so the embellishments on this page they're kind of going to represent what I put in my bullet journal and how I organize it. And if you're interested in seeing the video on how I organize my bullet journal, I will put the link below so that you can go ahead and check that out and see how I do that. And I will also put Kara boho from the boho berry. I'm also in her boho berry tribe as well. So I will put that link down there so that you can check out the bullet journal. So now that I got most of my embellishments here on the page and got everything all kind of like where I wanted to go, I am pretty much almost done with this layout. So I got the little typewriter down there. Oh, and I put the little book over there because it just reminded me of my bullet journal. So that's why I put that over there on a little side. And that's pretty much it as far as some of this stuff is concerned. I mean, I don't think I do too much more embellishing on here. But I do get some stuff. I love that sticker that I put down there. It's like a chipboard sticker, Dream Big, and I really like that. There's a lot of stuff, like I said, that you can do with this bullet journal. I mean, you can create a shopping list and carry it with you. I mean, it's smaller than a planner. It's awesome. You could just, I can't even begin to tell you how much more you could do with your bullet journal. So, like I said, it changed my life once again, and I'm happy that I did go ahead and decide to use a bullet journal. So I got some flowers here that I'm pulling out. I'm thinking, let's see, yeah, I'm putting some little things down here too, on the layout here, because I want the picture of the bullet journal to kind of stand out more. So I'm trying not to do too much embellishing, but I want to make sure that the page is not too bland and doesn't have enough embellishments on them. So I am almost done here with this layout. I'm going to be putting some Heidi Swapp black splatters on here. I'm going to go ahead and put that flare button down there, and you're going to see the still pictures at the end. And I want to thank you so much for joining me here at the Crafty Maven, and be sure to check out the Crafty Maven for more inspiration. We have inspiration for every day of the week. Alrighty, I am pretty much done. So thank you guys once again for watching, and take care and have a wonderful scrappy day. Bye-bye.